Hello everyone, this tarot reading is focusing on what quality within yourself needs to shine today. Now I actually really love what I'm picking up, okay? Now I feel the quality you're being encouraged to shine today is your ability to trust yourself and be unapologetically true to who you are, my darling. Now with the turtle spirit, it immediately brings through this energy of surrender and trust and allowing life to unfold in its own timing. You know, turtles don't rush to the finish line. They trust the current. They keep moving forward, and they know they'll get where they're meant to be. Okay, and that's exactly what I feel like you're being encouraged to do today. Because the message is be joyful and trusting. It doesn't feel like you're being asked to worry about the destination or constantly question how everything's going to work out. Instead, it's reminding you to stay hopeful, remain positive, and trust that what is meant for you will arrive at the right time. You know, and with the star on the back, it really makes me think of the star card in tarot. You know, and that is like a reminder to, you know, well, the card talks about like faith and believing in yourself and trusting that you are being guided or you will get there, even if you can't see the whole picture just yet. And with the rat spirit being here, I like it because the message says here, be true to yourself and the universe will reward you. I feel like you may be walking a path or walking towards something or making choices that don't like necessarily make sense to everyone else. You may not know exactly how everything's going to unfold, but deep down something inside you knows this feels right. So rather than following what other people expect of you, I feel like you're being encouraged to keep listening to your own inner guidance. Keep following the path that feels aligned with your heart, even if it's different from everyone else's, my darling, okay? Because the Ten of Swords reverse feels like you're breaking free from old ways of thinking or old limitations or worrying too much about other people's opinions. And the Hierophant can represent tradition, rules, or doing what society expects. But alongside the rat spirit, I actually feel like it's asking you to question whether you're living according to other people's expectations or your own truth. And the Ten of Cups then shows what happens when you choose yourself. It speaks of emotional fulfillment, happiness, and creating a life that generally feels aligned with who you are, not simply a life that looks right for everyone else. Okay, and the Six of Cups at the bottom also feels significant, you know, because it reminds you of, or it's here to remind you of your authentic self, the version of you that naturally expressed joy before worrying so much about fitting in or pleasing everyone else. There's an innocence to this card that encourages you to reconnect with what generally makes your heart happy, okay? And the way that I'm actually seeing this reading is kind of reminding me a little bit of my own path with or journey with tarot. You know, I've had family and friends and colleagues and partners and strangers who question it and judge it or simply don't understand why I want to do something like that. But did I let that stop me? Nope. Because deep down I know it's something I am meant to do. It brings me happiness, it brings me purpose, it brings a sense of fulfillment that I can't ignore. And I'm being true to myself. I'm following what feels right for me, yeah? So your path may look completely different to mine, but the message I feel is is very similar. Don't hide who you are just to make other people comfortable. And don't silence part of yourself because you're worried about what others might think. Trust, my darling. Trust that you are being true to yourself, following what feels right for you, and honouring your own journey. You're actually moving towards a life that feels very much more joyful, more peaceful, and more aligned, okay? Things won't necessarily change overnight, but little by little, you'll notice that your life begins to reflect the choices you're making in more of a positive way, okay? Relationships may evolve, your environment may change, and new opportunities may appear, all because you've chosen to live in alignment with your true self rather than trying to fit into someone else's expectations, okay? So today and every day, my darling, let your authenticity shine. Trust yourself, trust your journey, and trust that being true to who you are will always lead you exactly where you're meant to be, okay? I hope this reading's helped. Have a good day. Bye.